Hello everyone, it's Nathan from Nathan's DIY Garage, and today I'm going to show you how to fix a faulty temperature sensor on your BMW E46 or E39. Before we start, we're going to check on our fish. Smoking some steelhead trout is just about done. As you can see here, this is this one big giant fillet of steelhead, mesquite chips, and the hickory charcoal. Should turn out pretty good. Okay guys, so here's a scenario. I just had this problem happen. This is for E39, E46, and E53 with the 6-cylinder, the N54, N52 TU. So it has this style thermostat housing on it, and this sits in here like this. This goes to your driver's side. This goes up, obviously, to your passenger lower. And the problem we've been having lately with the 2003 525i is the gauge has been reading wrong, the temperature gauge. Been reading kind of low, and we just replaced this thermostat. It hasn't even been 6 months ago. Car doesn't have that many miles on it since then, probably 3,000 miles on it, maybe 4 at the most. And it could be two different things. It could be the sensor in the thermostat housing. In a rare case, it could be a thermostat. This one's actually missing. It pops in there and sits in there like that. What caught my eye on it that it's not the thermostat was when you start the car from cold, the gauge would peg. It wouldn't peg just to the red. It would go above the red, like obviously something's wrong with the sensor. So this sensor here is the one that goes in the back of the head. And this guy on an E39, you could get out. This goes in the back of the head under the intake. So on E39, you could actually get back there with a short wrench. In this case, he's a pair of Nunez vice grips. Clamps it on there. There's enough room to the firewall so you could break it loose. Once you break it loose, you can finger it out with your hand. No problem at all. Pull it out, then you can unplug it if you have to. There's not that many threads on it. And there's also a little aluminum washer on it here that seals it, seals the coolant in. So it could be this. Now, how I tricked the system to tell me what it was is once it was throwing no codes at all when the temperature's reading this low. Once it stuck all the way on hot at a cold start, before I turned the key off, I grabbed the scanner. And at that point in time, the scanner told me it was this sensor here. It was a thermostat control, thermostat temperature, incorrect voltage or reading, something of that sort. So what I did, I took this guy here, and this is from the 3 Series. So on a 3 Series, they're a little different. They will interchange. It's the same plug. The 3 Series, they go in from the front. On the 5 Series and E53, this is on the top. So it still plugs in the same, it's still the same deal. So on the 3 Series, you could actually turn to the left and you could pull it out like so. Like that. And you can see right here, this is the sensor. Now you could do that if you're quick enough. You're not going to lose hardly any coolant at all. The hole's real tiny on the inside. If you have your other one sitting next to it, you can turn it out, turn a new one in, you're good to go. So I guess if this gets corroded, it can cause problems. This has a double O-ring seal on it. So there's no gasket sealer or nothing in it. It's just a quarter turn or a half turn, you might say. Quarter turn, I guess, is what the real name for it is. So the reason why I'm doing this video, a lot of you guys know to get this guy here off. It's not so hard to get this off as everything you have to take off to get to it. So you got to take the clutch fan off. You have to take the shroud out, which could be a struggle if you're not used to doing that. And I don't think you have to take any belts off. I think it does clear. And you kind of got to fight it out. You got to take the hoses off. The hoses have been on there for a little while. They could be difficult to get off. So this is literally just a few seconds. You could have it done. A lot of times in the 5 Series, in the 3 Series, you can work it out. You might have to slip out the auxiliary fan. But on a 3 Series E46, that's easy. It's only the 2 little snaps in the top and it slips right out. Like I said, on the 5 Series, it does have the sensor going in the top, and it goes in the same way. So you don't take anything off of that. You could just take it right out. But this is basically 1 minute fix versus this guy here is, for an unexperienced mechanic, could be hours or a whole afternoon. So that's all for today's video, guys. Hopefully this helps some of you guys out, saved you a little bit of time. If you liked the video today, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you have any questions about this. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Nathan's DIY Garage. Thank you.